In this video, guys, I'm going to be ranking the top 5 best budget cards at each position right now in NBA 2K25 My Team. There has been so many good budget cards to come out recently in My Team, and a lot of cards prices have been going down to under that 40,000 MT mark that I do consider a card to be a budget card. So I do want to get you guys an updated top 5 best budget cards at each position, so you guys know if you're trying to buy a budget point guard or a budget small forward, power forward, shooting guard, center, these are the top 5 in the game. So starting out with the top 5 best budget point guards in My Team. At number 5 and number 4 are going to be very similar point guards, and I both think they are very good defensively. That is going to be number 5 Alex Caruso and number 4 Galaxy Opal Jrue Holiday. Both of these cards you could say are a little bit undersized at the point guard position as of now, just because of the fact that we're getting so many taller point guards in this game. But 6'5" is not that bad of a height for Alex Caruso and Jrue Holiday. They're both going to be really good defensively on the perimeter. Caruso, he's a great slashing point guard. His jump shot is solid. I mean, it just really depends if you like his jump shot or not, but I do think it's a good release. His SIGs are solid, and it's sort of the same thing when we're talking about Galaxy with Jrue Holiday. This card's about 40k. Caruso's about 30k. He's going down a ton in price because the point guard market has gone down a lot because of the fact that there's so many top tier point guards dropping and just so many budget point guards dropping in this game as well, or just expensive point guards like Denny and Bogut, Ricochet and Draymond and Dominique Wilkins, LeBron, Pippen. Like, there's so many point guards dropping in My Team, so it caused the market to go down a ton for all of these point guards. And Jrue Holiday, he is basically the same card as Caruso. I will say they are very similar cards, so if you wanted to have Caruso over Jrue Holiday, I don't think that's like a huge debate in my opinion. I think they're both pretty much the same at the point guard position. Number 3 though, I do have Diamond Delano Banton. I think for me with this card, he's just taller than Jrue Holiday. He's taller than Caruso, and I think he's also got a better jump shot. Does he play as much defense as these guys? No, but he's 6'8" at the point guard position, 6'10" wingspan. In my opinion, I think he has the better jump shot. His dribble SIGs are maybe slightly worse, but this card feels honestly faster in game. 95 speed, 95 speed with ball. I think having the height, having the better jump shot, at least right now in My Team, is more important in my personal opinion. And he's also like 5,000 MT, so it's a lot more affordable, a lot cheaper, and in my opinion is slightly better at the point guard position. Now number 2 for the second best budget point guard in this game, I will say I completely spelled it wrong, but Anthony Black. This card is so good on the defensive end. To me, he's like a Caruso or a Jrue Holiday, but he's 6'7" and maybe even better at everything else. He's 6'7" at the point guard position. His defense is better than Caruso's, better than Jrue Holiday's. His slashing ability is just as good. I would say his SIGs are honestly, again, on the same level as a Caruso or Jrue Holiday, maybe a little bit better. Jump shot wise, I'm not the biggest fan of his jump shot. I think it really comes down to preference. I know some people like his jump shot. I'm not a huge fan of it, but I pretty much think he's just a better card, a better version, a taller version of Jrue Holiday and Alex Caruso. But in my opinion, guys, I still think the best budget point guard in this game is Pink Diamond Dyson Daniels. He still plays ridiculously good defense. He's still got a great jump shot. To me, he's Anthony Black, slightly better defensively than Anthony Black, with a better jump shot and maybe better dribble SIGs. It really comes down to preference. But in my opinion, guys, these are going to be the top 5 best budget point guards right now in My Team. Now guys, moving on to the top 5 best budget shooting guards in this game. This position has pretty much changed entirely. Like, compared to my last top 5 best budget cards at each position, there might only be like one shooting guard from the last time I did this, because for example, at number 5 we have Diamond Mo Spades. This is a 6'10" shooting guard with a 7'1" wingspan and actually does have a great jump shot and solid dribble SIGs. This is a card that is 6'10" again with a good jump shot at the shooting guard position. He has great Hall of Fame shooting badges like Deadeye, Limitless, Set Shot Specialist, Shifty Shooter. I mean, 96 strength at shooting guard is insane. He's going to be a good defender because of his height at the shooting guard position. But I do think he's the 5th best budget shooting guard currently in My Team. I still think Pink Diamond Rocco is really good. His defense is top tier. He's 6'9", so just a little bit shorter than most Spades. 7'2" wingspan though. He does play extremely good defense. I would take him over most Spades at the shooting guard position. Millsap to me is basically just Rocco with a better jump shot and slightly better dribble SIGs. I mean, this Millsap card is really good in my opinion. 6'8" at shooting guard, 7'1" wingspan. He's going to be just as good defensively as Rocco. Maybe not as good, but he's going to be on the same level. I think he has a better jump shot. SIGs wise, I like them a little bit more compared to Rocco, so I think his movement is better. I think his jump shot is slightly better. Defensively, I'd probably give it to Rocco, but stats and badges wise does go to Paul Millsap, and I think he's just slightly better as a budget shooting guard. I think he's the 3rd best in My Team. Now, number 2 and number 1, I do think are insanely good, for their price. We still have Pink Diamond Dr. J, who has always been, he has always been the best budget shooting guard in my team. But I think to take over his spot is going to be Pink Diamond Jabari Smith Jr. Because let me tell you guys about Pink Diamond Jabari Smith Jr. This is a card that is 6'11" at shooting guard with a 7'3" wingspan, again, at the shooting guard position, with an elite level jump shot. He has one of the best behind the backs in this game. He has a great escape in Kevin Durant, one of the best dribble styles in Devin Booker. His fade is actually not that bad as well. He's going to play good defense. He's going to grab rebounds for you. He is so overpowered at the shooting guard position, and I think these are the top 5 best budget shooting guards right now in my team. Now it's time to talk about the top 5 best budget small forwards in my team. Number 5 is going to be Onyeka Okongwu, I think is how you pronounce his name, and a lot of people maybe don't like this card that much as much as I do, but I think he's actually really good. I think he is seriously good at the small forward position. Just gonna find him in here because I can never remember how to spell his name. But he's 6'10" at the small forward position with a 7'1" wingspan. He plays extremely good defense, especially on the interior, having 97 block, 94 interior defense. His stats and his badges are great. I think his jump shot isn't that amazing off the dribble, but I do think it's a good catch and shoot jump shot. And for what he does, he plays defense, he rebounds the basketball at a high level, he hits wide open shots, he's great at slashing to the basket. He's a center pretty much at the small forward position. Now, number 4 and number 3, I do think are very close in ranking. I got number 4, Galaxy Opal Trevor Booker. He's like 25k, really not that expensive. And then we also have Tyler Hansbrough, who I still think is one of the best budget small forwards in this game. I mean, he's just very well rounded, great defensively, good jump shot. In my opinion, number 2 and number 1 are definitely better than Tyler Hansbrough, even though that card is still really good. But we're going to be talking about 7'2" small forward Alexis. I don't know how to say his last name because you guys know my pronunciation with a lot of these names are really bad, but this card is 7'2" at the small forward position with a 7'6" wingspan, who has a guard type of jump shot, Austin Reeves base, Donovan Mitchell upper, on very quick timing. He also has KD escape, Russell Westbrook dribble style. I understand he's slow. He doesn't have a high vertical. He doesn't have high agility. I understand that completely. But you gotta remember, he's 7'2" at small forward. If you have an opponent who has a 6'7", 6'8" small forward, like Trevor Booker, or who's 6'8" at small forward that a lot of people run, like a Rudy Gay, for example, right? He is going to be able to shoot over the top of you because he's 7'2" with a great jump shot. But number 1, guys, it's still going to be Pink Diamond Michael Beasley. He's still the best budget small forward in this game. He's still probably the best budget card in this entire game. His jump shot's one of the best in my team, and these are my top 5 best budget small forwards currently in my team. Next position, boys, is going to be the top 5 best budget power forwards in the game. Number 5 is not a card that I think is all that amazing, and I think the budget power forward position is probably one of the weaker positions, 1 through 5, compared to like small forward, compared to shooting guard, compared to point guard. When we're talking about the best power forwards in this game for a budget price, I think Frank Kaminsky's probably number 5. He's 7'1" with a good jump shot. Number 4, I got Pink Diamond Kel'el Ware. He's 7 foot, really good defender, has a high block rating, gets a lot of good blocking animations, a lot of good standing dunk animations. I think he's a really good budget power forward for his price. Then we get into the top 3. I will say the top 3 are all really good. You got Galaxy Opal Jaren Jackson Jr., you got Galaxy Opal Dino Raja, and you have Galaxy Opal Miles Turner. So definitely on the top end of the top 5 are all really good. Miles Turner, Dino, and Jaren Jackson Jr. are, yes, maybe a little bit more expensive than like a Kel'el Ware, a Frank Kaminsky when it comes to the budget price tag, but they are a lot better, and they are actually really good budget cards. Some of the best budget cards in this game are Miles Turner, Dino Raja. Both these cards play really good defense. So does Jaren Jackson Jr. All of these cards have very good jump shots, and they're all pretty much similar at the power forward position. And lastly, guys, to talk about the top 5 best budget centers in this game, I will say at number 5, we do have Vlade Divac. I think this card is good for his price. He's come down in price to like 40k. He plays good defense. He has a good jump shot. He's 7'1" at the center position. Number 4 is going to be Pink Diamond Eddie Curry. With this card, I'm just not really able to time his jump shot. It is a really quick release, but I feel like if you're able to time his jump shot, he is one of the best budget centers in this game. He plays good defense, and he's just an absolute beast at the center position. Number 3, I do have Pink Diamond Porzingis. This card, I mean, yes, he's a little bit slow. Yes, he's, an outdated card, but he's still 7'2" at center with a really good jump shot, 93 3 ball, good Hall of Fame shooting badges. He's still an absolute beast at the center position. Number 2, I do have Galaxy Opal Walker Kessler. Now, again, I think the budget center position is probably one of the weaker, is definitely the weakest position in this game. When we're talking about budget cards, we really need to see a lot of good budget centers come out of my team because there's really not that many for under 40k, but I do think Walker Kessler is very good defensively. And guys, at the number 1 spot, I know it's a card that is not, on the auction house, and he's not considered a budget card because he's technically free, but I'm just going to recommend to you guys Pink Diamond Donovan Clingan, Holy Voice Crack, out of the Glitch Festival exchanges, because I'm telling you guys, I know he's on a budget card technically, I know he's not on the auction house, but I'm telling you guys, there's not many good budget centers in this game. I do think like Kessler, Porzingis, Eddie Curry, and Vlade are the best, but I don't think they're all that amazing. So if you can get 12 Pink Diamond exchange pieces and you guys can exchange for Pink Diamond Donovan Clingan, I'm telling you guys, that is the smartest thing to do if you're trying to run a budget lineup, is get Donovan Clingan, because I'm telling you guys, he is so good for that price of how much exchange pieces he does cost. And he's 7'2" with a 7'7" wingspan, really good jump shot. He's easily like the best budget center in this game. But guys, that's going to be my top 5 best budget cards at each position right now in my team. These are going to be my top 5 best budget point guards, shooting guards, small forwards, power forwards, and centers as well. But let me know in the comment section down below, what other budget cards do you guys think are amazing and you guys are running on your squad right now in my team. And hopefully you guys did find this video helpful, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.